Hi, my name's Sam. I'm from Scotland and I have been learning Spanish on and off for the last 2, 3 years. I started using comprehensive input about 14 months ago, and since then I accumulated about 1,400 hours of comprehensible input, so like watching movies, watching TV shows in Spanish. I then decided that it was time to start speaking some more, so I decided to use BaseLang. I can't remember where I found it. I think I saw it on Reddit, a recommendation, and yeah, I decided to use it. I really liked how there's so many different teachers you can pick from, and that there's so much availability at different times. So, for example, I quite like to travel. So, if I'm in Europe or in a different time zone, I can still get access to teachers, albeit it might be a different teacher. Yeah, I also really like that there's teachers of different ages and from different backgrounds. Obviously, you can vibe better with some teachers than others, but generally all the teachers that I've came across at least have been fantastic, and I would really recommend it. Using BaseLang, I feel like my speaking and understanding of grammar in Spanish is really improved. I personally have only used BaseLang for speaking practice, so not intentional grammar classes, but I've picked up a lot of grammar along the way, just through speaking practice. And yeah, honestly, I feel like now I can have a full 60-90 minute conversation with someone who doesn't speak a word of English if I wanted to, and just speak it in Spanish the whole time. And I feel comfortable in that because of BaseLang. Yeah, how's Spanish impacted my life? I've got a list of questions here that I'm going off to help with the video. Honestly, it's opened up so much content for me. So there's so much that I can now watch, which I couldn't before, because I could only watch in English. Now I can understand a lot more. I feel like I'm opened up to really a whole new world, people and friends that I wouldn't necessarily have because of this. Yeah, when I don't really have any advice for new students, but for me personally, what works is doing as many classes as I can in a day. I feel like I'm on a roll. I know some people get tired quickly when they're talking in Spanish for too long in another language, but for me, I found that the more I do, the less tired I get in the long run. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but yeah. BaseLang has been brilliant for me, and I'd highly recommend it.